One bathroom plus a hot story, and I give you the loop. Every Friday and Saturday night, without a doubt, I see club girls coming in and out of the loo, either drunk, high, or sober, amongst many other things. Early Saturday night, before everyone flocked to the bathroom, I noticed a girl with brown curly hair, firecracker red nails, and a bit of white powder under her nose, which I assumed was not face powder. She accidentally dropped a small green tube as she walked out of the stall, which I assumed her drug of choice was Coke. I saw her approach a few girls standing by the sinks. She tried to make conversation with them, but they didn't seem interested in socializing with her. They rudely brushed her off, and she left. Over the past 9 weeks, I've witnessed a lot of what goes on inside the ladies' room, some of which were stories that just had to be told, like a girl taking a pregnancy test and it being positive, and another girl whose vagina was on fire from inserting a vodka-soaked tampon into herself. And then there was that one makeout session I had with Ava and the blonde chick, where I made a self-discovery. With that said, I didn't think there was really anything else that could shock me. And I was right, because what happened next did not shock me. It terrified me. A few hours later, the girl with the firecracker red nails returned to the loo, and once again, she was alone. She was drunk this time, and I'm pretty sure she was still on a high, but she also looked as if she had been crying. She made herself comfortable on my chair, where I normally sit when I'm not cleaning. I didn't want to be rude and kick her out of my seat, so I asked her if she was okay. That was probably the wrong question to have asked. She began telling me how it's been a shitty night, and that no one wants to talk to her, or even dance with her. She came to the club alone. Now, I've personally sat alone at a bar once before on a weekday night, which only lasted about 30 minutes, but I've never been to a club by myself. Not that there's anything wrong with going to a club solo, but I'm just not that brave, even if I was drunk. This lonely girl goes by Raven. She's an aspiring artist who recently moved to Hollywood. She had no friends, no one to hang out with, but that was not going to stop her from going out and having fun. I understand she wanted to have an evening out, but given the fact that she was drinking and on drugs, she was in no condition to take care of herself. As she was telling me about her night, she was crying. I felt sorry for this girl, who looked around the room only to see girls laughing, looking happy, taking selfies with their friends, and she was all alone. Raven got off the chair after a brief talk and said she felt alone. I watched her enter a vacant stall. I was worried for her, and something told me to keep an eye on her. I noticed 10 minutes had passed by, then 15. Then I heard a loud thump. From where I stood, I could see Raven's face and body on the floor. I ran to her, and so did a few others. I was able to crawl under the stall door to open it. I had one girl call 911, and I called security. She was unconscious. I sat on the floor holding Raven in my arms, waiting for help to arrive. I noticed she was bleeding from the side of her head, as she probably slammed it on the toilet. She also had Coke on her nose, and there was an empty green bullet that was nearby. I assumed she sniffed way more than she should have. I also knew if she got caught with a bullet, it wouldn't be good. It was not my problem, but I took the empty bullet and hid it inside my bra. There was no one around, as the girls who helped me in the beginning had left the bathroom, and it all cleared out. It was just me and Raven, plus the security guard who guarded the bathroom entrance. I had thought some people would have stayed to help, but I guess no one wanted to be a part of a problem that wasn't theirs. Raven was still unconscious when the paramedics arrived, but she was breathing and was taken to the hospital. I'm pretty sure once she got there, it'd be discovered that she OD'd. Raven not only took a physical fall to the floor that night, but an emotional fall in life. It seemed like all she wanted was a friend and someone to ask her to dance. And that's another Lou story that I never want to repeat.